Hey, I'm Chris Machete. Welcome to my backyard. This is where I hang out and barbecue and drink and stuff. Woo! We're going to be talking about why Aquaman sucks. We're also going to check in on the road with Brent. He's hanging out with Yanni. And it's going to be a really good show. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's rock.
Hey, it's Brent with the Chris Machete Show. I'm here in Winnipeg. We're backstage at the amazing Centennial Theater. And a little thing I've learned on this trip, I've just spent 6 days with this band. I'm out with Yanni right now. And he's got some comic book fans in his band, which is the coolest thing in the world. So I'm going to take you to one of them right now. Her name is Mary. She's great. Follow me.
For the show?
Getting ready for the show. What do you do with Yanni?
I'm a violinist with Yanni.
We've done 6 shows across the country. That she's a little bit of a comic book fan, which is great because this proves that you don't just need to be a heavy metal or horror fan to be a comic book fan. You just need to love comics. So, Mary, tell me a little bit of story about your love of comics, for instance. How did this start for you?
It started late elementary school, actually. I had a girlfriend of mine, and I met her, and I'd go and hang out at her house, and she had comic books. And previously, I really only knew about superheroes through Sunday morning cartoons. And these were fascinating. I mean, we'd spend hours reading them. And our favorites happened to be the X-Men, the Marvel comics, X-Men, Spider-Man Blue series. And we would sit there and we'd pour over these comic books, and she had the trading cards too, which was the best. So we would quiz each other on facts, like how tall is Storm? What is her first name? And all sorts of things like that. But as it is, the X-Men became my favorite.
So you would say that the X-Men are your favorite superheroes of all time?
Yeah, they've just got such interesting backstories. The X-Men always have something going on, some kind of drama. And then plus you've got the whole, they're not just perfect. You've got the Morlocks, which are, the mutants who have they look ugly, so they live underground. They don't fit into society so well. They don't blend. So you've got the whole different.
That's pretty cool. Now tell me a little unknown fact about you and your family. Just a little tidbit of information which you might also find very cool.
Oh yeah, my sister, who's also a violinist, used to play with Yanni. She is on the Dark Knight soundtrack, so she did some of that. So that's pretty cool. Sherlock Holmes too. He's not really a superhero unless you count, super brainy. I guess you can kind of count that.
He's smart.
Brainy, smart.
Which makes him more super than me. So this has been really cool. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
She's going to go rock out on stage. Brent for the Chris Machete Show, and we'll see you soon.
August of 1955, Aquaman burst onto the comic book scene in Adventure Comics 215. Since then, he hasn't really taken charge or taken on a huge fan base. I can honestly say that I'm not a huge fan. I can't remember ever running into anyone and asking them who their favorite superhero is and them saying Aquaman. That shit just doesn't happen. From 1973 to 1986 on ABC, Saturday morning cartoons, Hanna-Barbera had a cartoon based on the Justice League, and they called it the Super Friends. It had 109 episodes, featured Superman, Batman and Robin, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and usually a couple of really annoying teenagers for some reason. I don't know why they always did that. They had a dog that was really annoying as well. I grew up watching the Super Friends, and I thought it was pretty cool. That was basically my memories of Aquaman all come from the Super Friends. It's maybe not the greatest memory of Aquaman to have because he does have some really cool moments in comics that most people don't know about. Superman had its super strength. Batman, he was using his noggin and stuff like that and cleverness, so that left Aquaman in the water just doing stuff with weird fish. A lot of the time was talking to fish that were really kind of weird looking and small. That didn't help his game any. And riding a seahorse. Seahorse is it's like a unicorn, I guess, right? You got a seahorse and you got a unicorn, and I would actually think that a unicorn would be cooler than a seahorse. I don't think that's saying too much. Another possible reason that people may not like Aquaman is he doesn't use guns. Now, I'm not a big gun person myself, living here in Canada. In the mid-'80s, he actually was the leader of the Justice League. How lame can you be if you're the leader of the Justice League? I don't know, Superman was the leader. I guess Superman's movies are lame, so that doesn't mean he's lame. 86, they got so panicky they gave him a blue suit, blue outfit. It was really lame if you ask me. In 1994, they tried to make him even grittier by getting rid of his hand. I think that would probably piss me off if somebody got rid of my hand. But it was his hand was shoved into a pool full of piranhas, and his powers were taken away. from him first. Obviously, or else they would have told the prize, don't eat my man. They like to make fun of Aquaman a lot on TV as well, too. My favorite would have to be the Family Guy one where there's a lady in trouble on the beach, and he's in the water saying, "You better stop doing that!" And he's flipping little fish around, which I thought was hilarious. That was really, really good. On the other side of things, on the TV show on HBO, Entourage, Aquaman made Vince's career. So in closing, I'll let you make your own determination on whether you think Aquaman is cool or not. It's hard to relate to a superhero who lives in the water, though, because we don't live in the water, right? All his adventures go on down there. Way out there. See all that? The whole Atlantis myth I thought would have brought maybe in a little more, and maybe that's the only thing that's keeping him going is that kind of thing. The ancient legends of Atlantis, the city underwater, which I still think is pretty cool. And you see a lot of TV shows covering that kind of thing, the ancient alien theories and things like that. And if you have anything you want to add to this, throw it down below. We always love hearing from you guys. Do you like Aquaman?
Cool little thing happened. The show ended, and Mary was like, "You know what? I feel like I didn't say exactly everything it is that I wanted to say."
Hey guys. Okay, so I realized at the end of that, and I was thinking about it all the time on the stage, that I didn't say my favorite superhero, which is Psylocke, aka Betsy Braddock from the X-Men. And she's a little bit more complicated because of the whole psychic transfer of her body. But she's still my favorite. I dressed up for her as at Halloween one year, and nobody knew who I was. Everyone thought I was a ninja. But she's still awesome, and she's definitely my favorite. Psychic knife.